I don't like that music. Bollocks. Double bollocks. What the fucking hell is there two of them for? Right, you beautiful bastards. It is time, once again, to return to the retro days of old. We're going back to my favourite console, the Mega Drive, to one of my favourite games, Streets of Rage 2, or, as it was known in Japan, Bare Knuckle 2. Hey? Streets of Rage 2 sounds a hell of a lot better. But turns out, I got a copy. I haven't really. Fucking FIFA 95. What's the point in that? It's only 30 quid online. I could have bought a copy. I thought the whole point of collecting these old games was so they'd be worth something one day, or you'd be so rich that you just have a nice little collection up against the wall, you know? Turns out it's still pretty cheap, all things considered. Don't know if I completed it or not, you know? Not sure. I definitely got to the last level. I remember fighting the last boss with his machine gun. But I don't know. I think my lives always run out by that point. So, yeah. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get further than I did when I was a kid. Enjoy. You know, something has to be said about the music of this era, because there's nothing like it. You won't find stuff like this on modern consoles, and that's a fucking shame if you ask me. Who do you think I'm going to pick here? And who did everyone pick back in the day? I used to like Skate because of his speed, and I used to think Axel was the coolest, obviously. But of course we're going to go with the girl. Of course. We love Blaze. My first crush. I was 3. I didn't realise also that her doing the Hadouken took her life, and I did it for maybe 3 stages. So I put the game in hard mode on myself, basically. But I like the cyberpunk aesthetic that's going on here, considering it's an old Mega Drive game. Look at that background. Look at the detail on it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Still wasting my health. So, again, these game manuals, another thing with the modern day that you just don't get anymore. It's like a comic book strip. You should all check it out. The story goes like this. 1 year... Hi. 1 year had passed since ex-peace officers, not police, Adam Hunter, Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding, that's a cool surname, isn't it, had broken the syndicate's hold and destroyed its leader, the mysterious Mr. X. When did Resident Evil come out? It's got to be after this, right? Got to be. Thieving little bastards. Peace had returned to the streets. People were moving back into the once vacant neighbourhoods, and the city had returned to prosperity. I hated this woman. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I love your aesthetic, love your style, but you need to back off. You're getting on my tits. On the anniversary of the Syndicate's destruction, Adam, Axel and Blaze met at their favourite night spot to commemorate the occasion and catch up on the latest news. Do you reckon this is the night spot? It's pretty swanky. Both Adam and Blaze had moved out of the city, Axel working as a bodyguard and Blaze teaching dance. Adam had rejoined the police force, not Peace Force this time, unless that first one was a typo, and moved into a small house on the edge of the city with his kid brother. The three celebrated late in the night, thank you, and made plans to meet at the same place next year. Something tells me it didn't happen. As he was planning to check out of his hotel the next day, Axel received a frantic phone call from Eddie, Skate Hunter. What a cool guy. He had arrived home from school to find the house a total ruin. He'd called the police department, but nobody there had seen or heard from his brother since early that morning. Both Axel and Blaze rushed to Adam's home. Windows had been shattered, furniture smashed. Stuck in the remains of the splintered front door was a photo Adam in chains, lying at the feet of a man they recognised only too well. Adam's disappearance marked the beginning of the nightmare. Criminal elements, I love that, criminal elements swarmed out to reclaim the streets. Gangs roamed the parks, and bomb-wielding bikers made the roads deadly to travel at night. Beatings and lootings took place regularly, and in broad daylight, chaos reigned in the city, far worse than ever before. Axel and Blaze tried to contact their old friends, the Force, the ones who'd once provided backup and heavy artillery. Wow. But a heavy artillery? Jesus Christ, for a couple of little gangs? Goodness me. But everyone they knew had been either fired or transferred elsewhere. This time, the syndicate was in complete control, and the two ex-cops won their own. It keeps saying cops and police force, so I'm starting to think that peace force, or peace officers, is a typo. Probably police force. And these were the annoying bloody bikers. Can't stand them. What they got to be throwing grenades at them for as well. Ridiculous. Assisted by Adam's brother Skate and Axel's friend Max, Axel and Blaze set out to rescue their friend and destroy Mr. X once and for all. Standing in their way is the nastiest collection of punks and brawlers ever assembled. Add to that a force of professional fighters specially groomed to take them out of the picture. As one of the 4 young vigilantes, or together with a friend, you'll battle with your fists and feet and attack with whatever weapon you come across, as once more you walk the streets of rage. Fucking 90s, you gotta love it. Come on, I'm pumped. Let's go. Not for these guys though, they did my bloody head in. I'll get cornered. What's he got a pipe for? Get your hands off me, you dirty bastard. Are we thinking this Mr. X, right? This big crime lord, and he's obviously got a bit of money behind him. He's taken over the city. The police force are no more. Do you reckon he went on to found Umbrella? What is this city? Is it Raccoon City? Before the zombies? Oh my god, could you imagine? Did Capcom make this game? Oh, my mind is blown right now. What if this is the same Mr. X? He started it all. He was a gang lord, he was a crime syndicate. And he thought, what better way to control people by turning them into zombies? Yeah, we fast forwarded here because I was on this guy forever. And it took far too much of my time and my patience. I was rattling my little handheld console, ready to break it, because all I wanted to do was get some combos in, but no matter what you do, you could not hit the bastard. It had to be a little flying kick. I say had to be. I'm sure someone out there will tell me, oh, you got to do it like this, but well, I didn't figure that out. And so now we go to the arcades. More nice aesthetics. I used to love that you could smash the screens up and everything, all the little barrels or wooden structures, and the fighting itself, even though alright, the same combo over and over may get a little bit repetitive, but there was so much variety to the enemies, and they've all got their own little names. I mean, I don't know what G Signal is, but still, like Donovan. That's the least intimidating name, Donovan. You having a laugh? Katana, absolutely the best weapon in the game, even though I could not catch a break against these two. There you go. Take out one, the other one's easy, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Blaze, you're embarrassing me. Oh. She's let the team in there. That's it, get the knife. Reading the manual, again, it's fascinating. Lots of things going on in there. You could throw the weapons. I'm not even sure my younger self knew that. I still don't know how you do that. I don't know what the button is. I'm sure if I looked a bit further in the manual, it would probably tell me. But that's for another day. The game is done. Two of my least favourite enemies, although he's got a cool name, Beano. Anyone from the UK, you know the Beano. Dennis the Menace, and what was the always schoolroom one? That always used to be my favourite. I love the Beano. Oh, I might have to do a little Tom Hardy CBeebies moment and read the Beano in my cool, calm and soulful voice. Don't worry, I'm not going to. This thing used to freak me out. At least with everything else. Again, oh my god, right? So with everything else, it made sense, right? The enemies make sense, the varieties make sense, whatever. This thing's a monster. That is not in the aesthetic of the whole game. But now, we're talking about the fact that Mr. X, he may have gone on after this to found Umbrella in Raccoon City. This might have been one of the first instances of the T-virus growing, and he was testing it. It's a very interesting shape left on that wall though, isn't it? Dear oh dear. Yeah, I think we've cracked it. I think this is the birth of the Umbrella Corporation. Oh, Blanca. Oh, sorry, Zanza. Of course. What came first, Street Fighter or this? Pretty sure it was Street Fighter. I hate this guy. Him and the stupid jetpack guy. My least favourite. I hope we speed this up or I skip it because we'll be here all day. I hated him. You couldn't get close enough to hit him. Yeah, look, we've sped it up. But my lives... This was, I think, the start of the downfall. Because I was still feeling confident even though the stupid jet guy had battered me about a bit. But this was end of stage 3 and I had 1 life left. And you know, you get a life here and there for your points. But the fights were getting harder. Like, look at these two. Is her name Sugar? And Metal M. Oh, Metal M. We like Metal M. Go on, girl. Such a shame, isn't it? How did he get all these people to fight for him? This guy. This is going to mean nothing to everyone. But my brother, my younger brother, the one I used to play this with all the time, his name is Ben. And he was quite a chubby child. And so every time this came on, and he used to wear caps like that, and I used to just say, this is him. I don't think he appreciated it too much. The fighting would then happen in the living room as opposed to on the screen. But it's all fun and games, isn't it? Don't worry, he lost the weight. He's doing alright. I'm not, however. Stupid Big Ben. I had to do this over and over until the end. I was doing it for ages and ages. Just kick, 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 kick. Couldn't get the rhythm going. Take that, you bastard. Sorry, brother. I don't know where this has taken us, but it was the most ridiculous thing. And also, again, we're going to say Mr. X here, because how many times do you see them zombie monsters jump down from a high location and not take any damage? Because we've specifically gone down on this lift that happens to be in the centre of a baseball court, and they're all falling. We've been going for a while, and they're all falling, taking no damage. And I fucked up here. You notice the health, the life, save's coming. Good God, one hit and I'm dead. Look at it. And there's 2 of them. There's hardly any room. There's more guys coming. I've got to kill them all. 1 hit will do me. Do you know, even with the save scumming, I'm a little bit impressed with myself. I managed to get out of that. Even with the save scumming, managed to get out of that. And I thought I did quite well to not get hit. That's it, you flick your hair, girl. Well played. We do this for the blaze. And then, you know, the insanity ensued, because then it became boss fight after boss fight after boss fight, and I had no lives. And he's got 2. What's that all about? So we've had a bit of back and forth for a long time. Don't worry, I've skipped ahead. But unfortunately, I mean, we end things with nothing. I desperately need a life. In more ways than one. But that's a story for another day. So we're making progress now. I can't remember how many stages there are. I love the music though. Look at this guy. It's like a Dr. Eggman boxer, isn't it? What came first, this or Sonic? Definitely Sonic. And this was more of the same insanity. Trying to take them both out. I mean, I think I'd figured a routine for the fat boys. But trying to do that routine with another boss enemy on the screen, I mean, he's throwing his arse at me. And as much as, you know, that helps and does a lot of damage, yeah, that's me too. And look, we're on nothing. Bang. Gotta start again. And start again we did. I think I played it smart, and I got rid of the fat guy on the screen before. But my goodness, did this go on. You desperately need an extra life at this stage. It's too hard without it. Oh, bear. Is he having a laugh? Do you know what that looks like? Wobbats. Without the muscle. You just need some glasses. But thank God, we got there. Goodness me, we got there. Still with only one life though. More of these bastards. Who we got this time? Taint? Metal M? Sheer? Casca. Gust is a terrible name. Fog? No. The other one, Wind? Get that pole. That's it. Ouch. I've lost the pole. It's just, they've got such a long area of, I say effect, but reach, I guess. And you're trying to take out the other guys, but they're coming in with the whips. They move quicker. Look. Oh. You think you're getting somewhere, and then a flying heel comes in out of nowhere. Bang. What a hit that was. What a hit. But look, they just don't stop coming. Look at them all. Bang. Look at my health. Oh, I can feel the anxiety. And you're like, alright. But what's next? I've got no health. Give me a roast chicken, please. Is it with games and roast chickens? Same with Medieval, isn't it? Oh. Yep. It's gone and done it. It's combined my least 2 favourite bosses. And they spanked the shit out of me. It was not a pretty sight. And this was probably the longest fight in the game for me. Because, I mean, you saw how long it took with just the jet guy on his own. But the two together? So, I sat in a corner and I spammed this attack over and over. Listen, I'm not proud of myself, but sometimes you got to think outside the box. And if it works, why not? Oh, save's coming. Go on, Blaze. Done him. Anyone else figure that out? Just a little heel kick in the corner. Try it sometime. I can't remember how many stages there were. More lifts. Whatever happened to us getting down to the bottom of that baseball court? Baseball, yeah. Because I can't remember where we ended up, and now we're going up another lift. And this was bollocks. Again, it's like it's the slow fat guy with someone that moves fast, but then he's got his jumping area of effect attack. And look at that fucking cheap shot. Sawyer, who do you think you are? It's like calling you oat milk instead. Your candy floss hair, very 90s, isn't it? But a part of me was like, do you know what? I think we'll be alright, yeah. Because this has got to be the last fight, right? So we make quick work of him. Get the stage clear. Bob's your uncle. I don't like that music. Bollocks. Double bollocks. What the fucking hell was there two of them for? So I had to do the whole bloody fight again to try and end it with a bit more health. I haven't got the 2 lives, but I managed to get the 1. Ouch. These little fuckers. There's too many knives on the floor, so you're trying to press the punch button and she's just picking the knives up, and then he plonks you in the head. But luckily it turns out they weren't actually that hard, these guys. If you just sort of dance around them and then go in for the hit when they're near you, that's it really. Not too shabby. So, I'm not sure where that lift took us, but here's another lift. The game likes lifts. And this lift went on for a bit, and I think you ended up fighting every boss you've already fought in the game. And then it ends with, oh, she's done well there. This guy. And still you're thinking, be alright. But then you get the final fight at the top. And this guy, wait, do you reckon he's the guy that went missing? Isn't there a Shiva in Resident Evil? Obviously in Final Fantasy as well. So that must be Mr. X in the background, right? So he went on to found Raccoon City. Well, maybe not found the city, but the Umbrella Corporation. And that's how all the zombies came to be. How about that? Don't fucking laugh at me. So I knew that even if somehow I managed to take out Shiva, you know for a fact he's going to get up and want some. So I need to figure out how I can do this with some health left over. And it's not going to work like that. So of course it took a very, very long time. I was very frustrated. Things were getting thrown about. I was ready for it to end. And a part of me thought, this may be one that I don't get to finish. Because I simply don't have enough lives. But I figured out you could counter. And we end the game with a little bit of life. A little bit of hope. Because it turns out he wasn't... Wait, what's his name there? Did that say Mr. X? Yes, it did. It said Max. A bit underwhelming. He wasn't as hard as Shiva. But fucking hell, it was the other little ones getting in the way. Which made it very frustrating. Look at that. Well, they weren't doing that earlier in the game. And she's getting poleaxed in the corner. Go on, take them out. That's it. But look, pow, pow, pow. How are they going to do that to her? Ganged up, bang, 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 constantly. Left, right, left, right. But I did suss out that you can get him in a corner, and not only can you spam him a little bit, but he normally shoots from one of the corners, and he can't get you if you're on the other side of him. So I did this back and forth. Look, can't get you. Take that, Mr. X. Swift one, lovely. And then he went on to create zombies. Maybe we should have just let him stay as a crime lord. You know. We're going to assume Streets of Rage 3 never happened. But there you go. That was the end of the game. Like I said, I don't think I ever completed it before, but I know I reached that level. I can't quite remember. But we'll put Retroid Rage in. And there it is. Where the fuck were you lot? Trying to take the credit. Blaze did that all by herself. Cheeky bastards. Lovely music, innit? But there we go, folks. We've done it again. Another game from the childhood. Officially completed. And that's his brother. That's the little Skate's brother, right? He was in the first game. Never played the first or the third game. Don't know why. I don't know what it was. Streets of Rage 2. It's everyone's favourite, right? Why did everyone play that one, but no one played the first one or the third one? I say no one, loosely. Go on, Blaze. Is that your boyfriend? Was that the other guy? Looks like me. So, to my younger self, you are once again welcome. Another game done from my favourite console. And there's the gang. Everyone's happy, look. Some clothes on, Jesus Christ. Special thanks to anyone that has made it this far. And if you have, you know what's coming. 10 years good luck. Just for you. And until next time, it's been emotional. Oh, and please try and beat my score. You won't be able to. Bye.